wearing the MAGA hat, not shaking hands with a black person.
Right.
And that's when I thought, you people don't know MAGA people.
Nope.
I mean, they have their issues, and I certainly have my issues with them, but they're general. I mean, of course, there's some racists everywhere who are that bad, but generally, all the MAGA people I know have no problem shaking hands with the black person. You're just hysterical, and you're not helping.
Get ready, Patriots, because Bill Maher is gonna rock Hollywood with this savage message he has for Tom Hanks. Folks, I think it's no secret that the Hollywood and the entertainment industries and all that jazz are full of insufferable leftists. They are just the worst. They have no respect for you, a great God-fearing American, your conservative values, none of it. In fact, they hate you for it. And you know what we gotta do? We gotta, I'm not gonna say hate them, we should love everybody, but we gotta return the same energy, all right, at a minimum. So with all that being said, folks, we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but first, do me a huge favor here, like our video and share it around so we can keep bringing you all this great, hard-hitting content. And as always, Patriots, I'm your host, Arian, and this is Resist the Mainstream. All right, folks, for some context here, we're gonna watch the offending clip of Tom Hanks first. This was when he was on SNL.
Well, thank you. Hey, now speaking of church, can I say something? If more folks went to church, we wouldn't be in this mess we're in now.
You know what? I agree with you, Doug. I'd like to shake your hand, sir. Here we go.
No,
Oh, no.
Like that.
Oh, no, it's just a handshake. Yeah, it's just a handshake. Yeah, all right. You're welcome in Black Jeopardy anytime.
Oh, well, all right. Well, thank you, my brother. Maybe I'll start a show for you to come on, and we'll call it What Jeopardy?
No.
We don't need it. We don't need it.
It goes without saying, what a gross and stupid display, all right? It is not at all clever. And make no mistake, this is very carefully constructed propaganda, as callous and dumb as it may seem, because it is very stupid. The whole point is to plant a seed in the heads of everybody. Oh, white, they're racist. Trump supporter, conservative, votes Republican, racist. Christian, perhaps the most disgusting one part of it all. Racist. Well, the white one is pretty bad too. Both suck. I'm rambling. Anyways, the point is, this is engineered propaganda. People say, oh, it's just a joke. Lighten up. It's just comedy. Nobody's taking it seriously. Blah, 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 blah. No. Actually, people are, because at the end of the day, people are influenced by the media around them. When people watch movies, it's the same kind of thing. Even if it's not real, because, movies aren't real. They're literally actors, and actors are there to kind of deceive you into thinking it's true, in a sense. Guess what? It'll still have an influence. People say, oh, you see that movie, this theme, it really made me think about da-da-da-da-da. That is media influencing your mind. Comedy is no exception to that. Now, let's see what Bill Maher has to say about this.
Who's doing what?
For example, the whole deplorable thing.
Oh, sure.
They're still doing
Yes.
that. Even when listen, I've met Tom Hanks a couple of times, and he was very kind and very lovely, and his wife was exceptionally lovely. But when he was on Saturday Night Live...
I hated it too, and I said it on my show. I know.
What?
I hated it. Wearing the MAGA hat, not shaking hands with a black person.
Right.
And that's when I thought, you people don't know MAGA people.
Nope.
I mean, they have their issues, and I certainly have my issues with them, but they're general. I mean, of course, there's some racists everywhere who are that bad, but generally, all the MAGA people I know have no problem shaking hands with the black person. You're just hysterical, and you're not helping. And
Nope,
I agree.
not at all.
That was
Deplorable squared.
Not helping.
Nope.
And
I don't get it.
Yeah.
This is the part where I'm like, is this Titanic?
You're just, but mostly what I hate is, it's what I call a zombie lie. Don't lie to me. It's a lie that MAGA people won't shake hands with. I get it. It's part of a skit and it's an exaggeration and that's comedy. It's a little too delicate a subject to just make, to go there for that one. So,
It's also just not funny. Comedy is good because there's often, at least at the very minimum, a kernel of truth to what's being said, talked about, joked about, etc. That's not the case with this, all right? Generally speaking, Trump supporters, people who vote Republican, MAGA people, whatever you want to call them, they're very kind, tolerant, and accepting people. I'd argue they're almost too accepting sometimes, okay? Sometimes I think we need to be a little bit more, let's say, realistic about the realities of human life and human nature. I will not elaborate beyond that, lest I get in trouble. But it's true.
look, we all in comedy step over the line sometimes or do one that they want to take back. I doubt if they want to take that one back. I think they probably think it's great. But I'm telling you, as a liberal, I don't like it. Again, because lying offends me. I'm a comedian. When the premise isn't real, the joke is not going to work. The premise has to ring true. That premise doesn't ring true. It might have rang true, I don't know, X years ago. It doesn't now. So, but that's where we are. Everybody has to just play the hate card because that's what gets clicks. That's what gets you loved by your side.
Right, your side, 100%. And there's safety there.
They just want to feel that, oh, yeah, that's right. That he's Hitler. Let's go right to your devil.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
It's totally true. That's exactly what it is. At the end of the day, they're just pushing a sick leftist worldview and using it to propagandize the masses. And you know what's sad? It works. For many people, it's totally true. People see that kind of dumb comedy and think, oh yeah, ha 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 ha. It's so true. Trump supporters are racist. Oh, Trump supporter, mustache man in Germany. Oh, they're so terrible. Ugh. It's so ridiculous and annoying. Thankfully, Bill Maher, as you can see, the guy does have Trump derangement syndrome. We all know that. But he actually, to his credit, tries to be fair and reasonable and can be at times, like we're seeing right now. And by the way, it wasn't just Bill Maher or Jillian Michaels who dumped on Tom Hanks. Many other people joined in on the dog pile. Let's see what Megyn Kelly had to say about it.
Reasons that we've gone into and don't need to here. But there was that piece of it. And then there was how deeply offensive it was for Tom Hanks in particular to participate in this skit. Tom Hanks, who started off on this stupid show called Bosom Buddies, which maybe it was ahead of its time because it was about two men who dressed as women in order to get the living arrangements they wanted. So it was guys dressed, sort of in drag. And he was hilarious and he was a nobody. And it was a stupid show that made us fall in love with him because he was so funny and bumbling. And then parlayed that into a film career with great films like Sleepless in Seattle, where he was a romantic lead, and Big, where he was a kid in an adult's body, and Philadelphia, where he was a big-time lawyer suffering from HIV/AIDS. Like all these amazing, Forrest Gump, which was seen around the world, and everyone said the same thing. I love Tom Hanks. And in thanks to a nation, of audiences that included those guys who look like that, with the t-shirt, without the sleeves, that are maybe a little rough around the edges, who aren't as coiffed as he is with the perfect 3/4 zip, sweater, with their MAGA hat on. And yeah, Tom Hanks, their Southern rural accent, you absolute effing snob, went to your movies and made you a billionaire. And your thanks to them is to mock and belittle them in the 2 minutes you had to portray what they might be like. Shame on you.
Kelly's right that those people are in large part the reason why someone like Tom Hanks has the career that he does. And that leads me to my next point, and perhaps the most important one. Stop supporting these people. Guys, we can't be doing it, okay? It is so important that we boycott. The left is very good at this. And they are not, as you all know, they are not hesitant to destroy somebody or something if it goes against their sick narratives and agenda. We got to be doing the same as the right wing. All right, you notice how there's never been a successful right-wing boycott? Except for one, okay? The Bud Light boycott, which was very recent. I mean, that was what, 2 years ago? Maybe less? As if you don't recall, Dylan Mulvaney, this sick guy, he identifies as a opposite sex, all right? Let's just put it that way. This dude was being marketed by Bud Light, okay, a beer company. And people said, hey, this is enough. We're sick of this stuff being pushed on us, our children. Enough's enough. We're not going to buy it. And guess what happened? Bud Light sales tanked, and they said, all right, we're firing our marketing director. We're not hiring this guy anymore. We're done with it. It actually worked because people, for once, took a stand. Okay? There's no reason to think that we can't do that again with companies like Disney, different Hollywood actors, whatever. It just has to be targeted and done right. I'll leave that as my final takeaway, guys. Thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate it. As always, comment below. Let us know what you like about the clip, what you want to see in the future, and hit that subscribe button down below, and we will see you again soon. God bless.